Hi, how are you today? Let's see what the person on your mind is hiding. Okay, one card please. Right, what they're not telling you is that they regret judging you and making the wrong decision. Okay, they realised, did they call you, did they call you kind of unbalanced, or that it was your fault or you'd done it? They've realised they were the one that was unbalanced, whatever that means for you today. Okay, so that is the underlying general energy for you, that they regret judging you. They distorted the truth. I also hearing they regret the silent treatment and withdrawing. You know, cat and mouse, they regret withdrawing. One more. Conflict. Okay, they regret telling you that you were both incompatible, but they also regret the arguments. Okay, and they regret the arguments that they know they started and then they judged you. Right, let us get a little bit deeper into that. Okay, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty here, so we can really see what's going on. So I'm going to give these a shuffle, and then I'm going to have a look and see best possible outcome for you today. So let's give these a shuffle, and like I said, I hope you're okay. Always the main thing, that you're doing well. So keep doing you, keep being you. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your support and your comments and your likes and all of that. It's really, really kind of you. Really, really kind. If you'd like any help, you'd like a reading, click on the title of the video. The links are in the description box below, okay? And all the readings are on the website, and also check out the free relationship report as well. So, judging you, they blamed you. It's just a classic generalised, I know it's generalised, but they just blamed you, okay? I think they distorted other people's opinions of you as well, whilst I'm at it. I'm hearing that other people didn't realise who they really were. Okay, let's get this out. Yeah, they forced something on you, or they used force to get their own way. All right, so take what you will know what this means. You will know, but it wasn't gentle. It's somebody really manipulating or using force, whether it's physical force, whether it's withdrawing of money. There was something they did to get their own way, but it didn't rest easy with you. Okay, it didn't rest easy with you, whatever this was. You didn't want to be part of it, or you got to a point where their lack of empathy bothered you. Okay, let's have another one. Let's have one more. Queen rising. Doesn't matter how you identify, male, female, however it is you identify, it's your power. Okay, they have been watching you or keeping tabs on you, or somebody's dropped it out into the conversation that you are on your way up again, which is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They can see you rising, okay, that you're stepping into your power, that you're, yeah, you know, what's that song? I can hear it. Is it? Oh gosh, haven't heard one for a while, have I? I'm coming up, or I'm coming out, or I don't know, is it the Supremes, Diana Ross maybe? I bet you I've got it wrong, but I can hear it. They see that, okay? I think they're jealous. I think they're jealous. You know, they were very much someone who caused conflict in your life, you know, forcing things on you. It could just be their opinions, or I'm hearing their lack of empathy. And sometimes it's so easy, and we all do it, you know, just to let things slide because we just want a quiet life. We just want a quiet life. And this person was quite arrogant, quite an arrogant person. Definitely like their own way. They definitely like their own way. Okay, so they can see you on the up. What else, please? Fake accounts. This is all about somebody keeping an eye on you. They could have set up fake email accounts, fake social media accounts, you know, or there's a friend. Why am I hearing that? There's a friend who's got a social media account that isn't blocked on yours, who's going back and forth. I just saw all these little ants then in my mind. Yeah, there's a friend. Okay, you know, you've got friends of friends, and then sometimes you can see posts or something even though something's been blocked somewhere. I'm hearing that, but I did say a few minutes ago that they're keeping their eye on you. That's why they know you are on the up. What's going on in their environment, please? Let's have a look at their life. Seeing as they seem to be keeping an eye on yours, what's going on in their life? They ain't in a good place. Shine. Your light, I'm not pointing at you, I don't mean to point at you, but your light irritates their demons. Queen rising and shine. There you go. There you go. That's karma. That's karma, you know. I mean, revenge is a very loaded word, isn't it? But sometimes you just regaining your strength and, you know, your authenticity and being who you really are, which is a beautiful, gorgeous soul, okay? And even if they left you with nothing, or they tittle-tattled about you or made things up about you, you are still shining. And people like this who've tried to destroy you hate that the most. They hate it because a lot of the time the reason they're attracted to people like yourself who've got a good heart and empathy and all of those beautiful qualities is because they don't have them, okay? So they have to latch on to somebody who does, but then they systematically try to destroy you, okay? Because you have got which they will never have, okay? So how are they at the moment? Irritated as hell because you haven't crumbled, you haven't fallen, and you haven't caved in, but you were never going to. You were never going to, you know, because you are protected, okay? You have a beautiful soul. You're possibly a light worker. I'm not a big one on labels and stuff, but you just light up a room. People are drawn to you. This person caused a lot of conflict, okay? Sorry, conflict. They caused a lot of conflict in your life. They caused a lot of illusions. They judged you, and this forcing thing, used force to get what they wanted, but they still couldn't put you down, could they? They still couldn't do it. I feel your energy. I feel it so strongly. I can't stop smiling. They couldn't stop you. Okay? They couldn't. Because you have pure love, compassion, kindness. And you've pulled your energy back. You've pulled your energy back here. Okay. Let's see what else is going on in this little person's environment, and then we will see what the best possible outcome is. Are they going to come back, or what are they going to do? Let's have a look. Okay, in their environment, they are sat in the beautiful Three of Swords. So if they've gone into a third-party relationship, it's not going too well. Most people know what the Three of Swords is. It is heartbreak, betrayal, pain, sadness, disappointment, third-party relationships not working out. So they are not happy at all. Okay, they're really, really not happy. They're not happy. Well, karma. They are also in the Four of Swords energy, so they are anxious, tired, fed up, overloaded, I feel. But also, I'm going to say this because it's what I'm hearing, the reality of you moving on has hit home, because I feel this person, this other person, your ex's energy who I'm channeling, is somebody who likes to keep other people on the back burner. So as long as they kind of have a rough idea that you're not doing very well, or that you've fallen apart without them, you have not fallen apart. You haven't, you see, and that you're just not doing too well and you can't live without them and all of that. They don't contact you, because the Four of Swords means usually no contact, no communication. They don't contact you, okay? But now you're shining, your light, your brightness, whatever it is you're doing, they are very anxious because you're not on the back burner anymore. You're not just, they know that they can't just contact you and expect things to go back to how they were. Okay? There's a song, Chris Farlow, and I can't remember the title, but I can hear it, and it's along those lines of, don't just think you can come back in. You're out of time. They are out of time with you. Okay, they thought that you would fall. They thought that you would crumble, and that you would still be that person that was sad and upset, and it's not happening. It's not happening. Anything else in their environment? Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, stay the clear. Keep away from that person. Okay. The Knight of Swords in the reverse in a love reading, as a generality, and it's a general reading, can indicate a toxic ex from the past. Okay, the Knight of Swords in reverse is a nasty person. They've got a lot to say. They've got a lot of venom. They just are so tunnel visioned into their opinion and what they think is right. You know, they will swear that black is white and white is black, or yellow is red or red is yellow, and it's absolutely obviously yellow, and everybody can see that it's yellow. But no, not the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's red. Okay. And that really makes sense to do with the arguing. You know, the Knight of Swords in reverse is so judgmental. So judgmental. So yeah, they're going to come back in, or they want to, with some form of apology. But the energy they are in is that they are rude, hurtful and tactless. But the key to this is they feel left behind. And they are in the energy of spying and trying to find out what you're doing, okay? You know, I don't trust this person. I think they would just be somebody who would like to upset your apple cart. just because they don't want anybody. I don't even think it's just you. Don't take it personally. I think that, you know, they're probably like that with everybody, especially in romantic relationships. Now, if they're in a third party with somebody else, whoever that person is, they're getting the same treatment. Okay, a leopard does not change its spots. And I just feel this person is somebody who would have said, oh, my ex was the crazy one, or my ex won't do this, or my ex has stopped me doing this, or my ex... No. The ex had a reason, okay? Because I feel this person is narcissistic, toxic, selfish, judgmental. Yeah, and they take 6 of Pentacles in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. So they will take, okay, but they're not so quick to give. And they're only happy when they're the one, when they are in control. Now, even if you've been apart for ages, okay, they probably felt and thought that you were still around, that they could just come back. I've seen it so many times. It can be years later, and they just come swooping back in because something's going on in their lives, or they assume that you will still have them back based on past behaviour. But this time your ex knows that you are shining, okay? So I do feel they will put their toe in the water, and they will try and find out if you are still the same person, but you're not. You're not the same person, okay? You know, you're not. They try to destroy you. They try to destroy you, okay? And they're in for a shock. They're in for a shock. You just keep being you. All right, let me just split this deck. Why am I being asked to split the deck? 5 of Swords. Yeah. They've got an agenda. They've always had an agenda. 5 of Swords, and going back to that 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, they could have unpaid bills. They could need money. They could need somewhere to live, you know, but they're not trustworthy. You know, 5 of Swords, they're still aggressive, they're still a bully, okay? And that is just the tip of the iceberg for some of you, all right? Sometimes I've seen over the years, as people start to shine and they start to regain themselves back, and they come back to themselves after, you know, horrible relationships, that can be when the person that caused it comes back into your life, okay? So you just do you, Let me just get one of these for you. Yeah, review and contemplation. You need to decide what to do next, okay? Get clear on what you want. Be the real you. Be the real you, okay? You've accomplished a great deal recently. A great deal. Somebody knows this, all right? And coming into your future, it's not this ex. It's not this ex. There is the 2 of Cups. You are going to meet somebody else, all right? And you might have been alone for a while, and you think, oh, it's never going to happen. And I get that. But honestly, it could be tomorrow. It could be later today, whenever you're watching this. It could be next week. That's how it works. But the 2 of Cups in your future is somebody new who is going to make you happy. It could be a friend. The relationship could grow, you know, from a friendship. Don't give up on relationships though. okay? Don't. But always remember who you are. Always remember you are on the pedestal. You are a god, a goddess. See and feel yourself like that, okay? Your self-worth and the way you talk about yourself to yourself is the biggest step you can take. The biggest step. You know, talk to yourself as if you are the most amazing person on the planet, because you know what? You are. Okay, Two of Cups in your future. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you have, this is one more message, you have had angels and your guides have been around you during this period, and you know that. Sometimes I'm hearing that they're saying that you suddenly just feel peaceful. It might be for 5 minutes, but you sense something, okay? And then, okay, maybe it goes. But the message here, I want to read this one to you because it is perfect. The sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important this situation has been for your growth. Take the time you need to forgive yourself and others, okay, so that you can embrace the future with joy. Now, forgiveness. Do you forgive the other person? If you've been with this person and, you know, you've had this kind of relationship, I think forgiveness, as I've got a lot older, is more just forgiving yourself, really, and not really forcing forgiveness. You don't have to forgive anybody, okay? The only thing you have to do is not let them drain your life force. Because the message here is that the very nature of you shining and rising again, okay, is enough. They get to see that, they get to watch that, and that is almost like a karma, okay? So remember, the Two of Cups is coming in, you have a new relationship, all right? That is going to be very beautiful, very kind, very gentle, very different to this. Very, very different to this. And I'm really pleased for you because you deserve it. And it's your energy, it's your light, okay? It's your light. Your ex turned you or made you with that forcing card into something you weren't even that person. Okay, it's gone now. You look after yourself. I love you very much, and I'm sending you loads of energy, and I'm very happy to see that Two of Cups. Okay, I'll speak to you soon.